we're talking about storytelling, and it's an essential part of the work we do. It's a huge factor to consider with any time we're interviewing someone, any time we've got somebody on camera. We do a lot of coaching, we do workshops, we help people with storytelling, but I don't want people to walk away with this idea that we teach them to become like a Jackanory storyteller.
It sort of feels like being back at school, or something a little bit juvenile.
It's not about that, right? It's not about learning to tell a story. I mean, while there's a place for that, what we're talking about really is just understanding the dynamics of stories in the same way we understand the dynamics of like music, right?
So it's more memorable, isn't it, to convey information with a little bit of a story behind it, rather than just in a bland way.
Yeah. Although that story, it doesn't have to go once upon a time, here's the story and happily ever after. Because you can, so Joseph Campbell, obviously can't talk about storytelling without mentioning him. He came up with the concept of the hero's journey, which so many people know about these days. Something he talked about a lot was the dynamic of life, and how within a story, dynamic shifts from one place to its opposite and then back again. So from like harmony to tension, we build tension somehow through a story.
And we know that from playing in bands together, don't we? We know the importance of that sort of creation of tension and the resolution of that tension. And that's what a lot of music is: create the tension, resolve the tension. Some music resolves more than others. Jazz, for example, there's a lot of tension in there. That's why it's one of the reasons I like jazz. I mean, I like that tension and the lack of resolution, but I think it's also one of the reasons why a lot of people don't get on with jazz, because it doesn't have that resolution.
Because it doesn't have the resolution, yeah. Well, you say you like the tension. Human beings, we love that. We love the drama. We're drawn to it. We're drawn to.
But we also like the resolution.
We do,
and we like the back and forth.
Yeah, and when the tension is happening, whether it's in a story or you just walk into a room and you feel some tension, you experience it and you want that tension to be resolved. So there's an anticipation there, like waiting for it to, when's it gonna, and like that tension can get ratcheted up and up and up. That's what they do in Hollywood movies typically, ratchet the tension up, and eventually at some point it's released. And then there's a big, either a big sigh or a flood of tears, or something happens. We experience some kind of emotion, and
and if it's done well, it's very memorable. It stays with you. It sticks with you.
While I was saying that bit, and then I said about the tension release, the anticipation, flood of tears, my mind went instantly back to the last time I was in the cinema and shed a few tears at that exact moment. So it does. It's memorable. It's powerful.